Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your CodeMechanic, and today we are diving deep into one of those frustrating, sometimes elusive, trouble codes. The dreaded P062F. This code signals an internal control module. EEPROM error. Now, if you're pulling this code, you know it can be a headache, often pointing straight toward an expensive PCM replacement. But stick with me, because we're going to break down exactly what P062F means, why it pops up, and most importantly, how we can properly diagnose and address this issue without just blindly throwing new parts at the problem. First, let's establish the basics. P062F is a generic powertrain code, which means it applies to most OBD2-equipped vehicles, but it specifically targets the powertrain control module, or PCM. Sometimes it's called the ECM or ECU, depending on your vehicle manufacturer. EEPROM stands for Electrically Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. Think of the EEPROM as the PCM's long-term memory bank. It stores crucial, non-volatile data things, like the vehicle's VENG calibration data, learned fuel trims, transmission shift points, and critical operational settings. When the PCM sets a P062F code, it's basically telling you, hey, I tried to read or write data to my internal memory chip, the EEPROM, and something failed. This isn't usually a simple sensor fault. It's a critical internal hardware or software failure within the computer itself, because the data stored here is essential for the engine's correct operation. This code often triggers the check engine light and might cause drivability issues, or in the worst cases, a no-start condition. So, why does this failure happen? There are typically three main culprits. First, and most common, is internal PCM failure due to age, heat, or vibration. These computer chips don't last forever. Second, voltage spikes or low voltage conditions can corrupt the EEPROM data. If you've had recent battery problems, alternator failures, or even severe jump starts, the resulting voltage irregularity can scramble the memory. Third, and something many DIY mechanics overlook, is a programming error. If the PCM was recently flashed or updated, and that process was interrupted, maybe the battery died mid-flash, it can lead to a corrupted EEPROM, thus setting the P062F. Now, let's talk diagnoses. Before you spend $1,000 on a new computer, you absolutely must rule out external factors. Step 1. Check your power and grounds. This is non-negotiable. An internal PCM error is often caused by external power instability. You need to perform a thorough check of the battery condition, the alternator, output, and all the relevant fuses and relays feeding the PCM. Use a digital multimeter to check for consistent voltage at the PC connector, specifically checking for any voltage drop when the engine is under load. Poor grounding can mimic an internal failure perfectly. Step 2. Inspect the wiring harness for damage. Look for signs of chafing, corrosion, or rodent damage near the PCM connectors. Any intermittent open or short circuit could cause erratic signals that confuse the computer and lead to a false EEPROM error, or worse, physically damage the chip. If the power, grounds, and external wiring all check out perfectly, unfortunately, we start leaning towards an actual internal PCM failure. But here's a critical step that might save you. Attempted reflashing or reprogramming. In some vehicles, especially those that had a programming interruption, successfully running a factory reflash procedure can rewrite the corrupted data and clear the P062F code. This requires proper diagnostic tools, usually OEM or high-end aftermarket scanners capable of ECU programming. If you are not equipped to do this, this is the point where you take it to a specialized repair shop. Now, if reprogramming fails to resolve the code, then yes, you are looking at a PCM replacement. But this is not as simple as swapping a chip. Modern PCMs are coded to your specific vehicle's VENG and need to be correctly programmed and initialized. You have three main options here. A new unit from the dealer, a remanufactured unit, or a used unit that needs to be cloned or programmed by a specialist. Cloning involves copying the EEPROM data from your old, possibly corrupted unit. to the new one, but only if the memory isn't completely fried. My recommendation, if you confirm power and ground integrity, and reprogramming fails, go with a reputable remanufactured unit that comes pre-programmed to your VANG, or have a specialist handle the programming post. A clean installation and proper programming are key to preventing the P062F from coming right back. The P062F code is definitely a tough one, but by following a logical diagnostic flow starting with external power checks and only moving to internal computer replacement, as a last resort you save time, money, and headaches. Let me know in the comments if you've battled the P062F code and how you won the fight. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dive code diagnostics. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.